Sakura, or cherry blossoms, might look like simple spring flowers, but in Japan, they represent life, death, beauty, and even the spirit of the samurai. For centuries, artists have tried to capture this meaning in their paintings. But why? In this video, we'll explore how Japanese artists portrayed this fleeting beauty, from the lively streets of Edo to the elegance of modern Japanese painting. Cherry blossoms appear everywhere in Japanese art, on golden folding screens, delicate woodblock prints, and modern masterpieces. Sometimes they celebrate the joy of spring. Other times, they reflect the impermanence of life itself. But before we look at these masterpieces, we should first understand how the cherry blossom became so important in Japan. Technically, the cherry blossom belongs to the genus Cerasus. In Japan, the most iconic variety is the Some Yoshino, known for its pale, almost white petals. But to understand its importance, we have to look beyond botany. We need to look at history. Interestingly, in ancient Japan, the cherry blossom wasn't always the favorite. During the 8th century, in the time of the Manyoshu, Japan's oldest poetry anthology, it was the plum blossom, or ume, that was most celebrated. Imported from China, the plum represented elegance and high culture. However, as Japan began to develop its own unique cultural identity during the Heian period, the focus shifted. By the time the Kokin Wakashu was compiled in the 10th century, the cherry blossom had taken center stage. It was during this era that the word hana, which simply means flower, began to refer specifically to the sakura. From this point on, to talk about the flower was to talk about the cherry blossom. So why did the cherry blossom, above all other flowers, capture the Japanese heart so deeply? The answer lies in its brief, dramatic existence. Sakura trees bloom almost all at once, painting the landscape in a fleeting cloud of pink. Then, in just a matter of days, they fall, often at the very peak of their beauty. This feeling is closely tied to a uniquely Japanese aesthetic called mono no aware, the pathos of things. It is a deep, bittersweet awareness of the impermanence of all things. Rooted in Buddhist philosophy, this view teaches us that nothing lasts forever and that there is a profound beauty in that fragility. In many cultures, beauty is associated with eternal life. But in Japan, it is the opposite. Cherry blossoms are not loved despite their short life, they are loved because of it. Their sudden disappearance reminds us to cherish the present moment, for it will never return. As the centuries passed, the delicate image of the cherry blossom took on a new, firmer meaning. It became deeply intertwined with the spirit of the samurai. To the warrior class, the way a cherry blossom falls without clinging to the branch was the ultimate symbol of a noble death. There is a famous saying, "Hana wa sakuragi, hito wa bushi." This translates to, "The best of flowers is the cherry blossom. The best of men is the samurai." Just as the blossom reaches its peak and falls at its most beautiful, a samurai was expected to live with intensity and be ready to give up his life for his lord at any moment, without hesitation. This connection between the flower and the warrior's soul became even stronger during the peaceful Edo period, as Bushido, the way of the warrior, was formalized as a moral code. In later history, this powerful symbolism was sometimes used to evoke nationalistic pride. But at its heart, the bond between the samurai and the sakura was about the dignity of the soul and the courage to accept the inevitable. For a long time, enjoying the cherry blossoms was a luxury reserved for the elite. In the Heian court, aristocrats held elegant parties to compose poetry under the trees. But during the Edo period, something changed. The Sakura was about to become the flower of the people. A key figure in this transformation was the 8th shogun, Tokugawa Yoshimune. He ordered the planting of thousands of cherry trees in public areas like Asukayama, Ueno, and along the Sumida River. But his goal wasn't just aesthetic. It was a brilliant piece of urban planning. By planting trees along the riverbanks, Yoshimune encouraged crowds of people to gather and walk there. This naturally packed down the soil, strengthening the banks against flooding. It was a masterpiece of practical beauty, preventing disasters while providing the public with a much-needed escape from their daily lives. Thanks to these efforts, Hanami evolved into the lively, festive celebration we know today. The cherry blossom finally belonged to everyone. Now that we understand why the sakura is so deeply rooted in the Japanese soul, let's see how artists captured this fleeting beauty on paper, silk, and gold. From the bold lines of woodblock prints to the delicate gold leaf of folding screens, let's explore the masterpieces of cherry blossom art.